everybody. I'm Lisa Ascolese, inventress, CEO and founder of Inventing A to Z, AOE, Inventor Spotlight TV. But here we are on my podcast, the Inventresses Podcast. And super excited because we have a powerhouse here today, a powerhouse inventor, internationally known for her great product, T-Stick Assist. You wait till you hear what it is. It's gonna blow your mind. I cannot wait to have this conversation with you. Welcome, Cynthia Green.
Welcome, 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 welcome. Thank you so much, Lisa.
I need
I'm
to have
so
like a
excited to
background. I
be
need to have
here.
like applause happening in the background here. How you doing, girl?
I'm doing fine. I'm excited to be here and to have this conversation with you. And I'm just looking forward to it.
Well, excited to have you. And I have to start by saying I'm so proud of you for your diligence, your perseverance, and just everything that you're doing. So I talked a little bit about T-Stick Assist. I said, gave the name, but didn't give too much information. So I'm going to give a little bit more, and then I'm going to give you the floor. So my incredible client, Cynthia Green, is the inventor of the product T-Stick Assist. And we're going to talk to you, Cindy, about how you came up with this T-Stick Assist. And you're going to explain what it is. I can show it because I got plenty of them here. You can explain what it is, why you came up with the invention, and I'll talk about why you are internationally known, and many congratulations, but I want you to say these things. So, Cindy, welcome to the Inventors Podcast. How are you, girl? And what's your product?
Hello, Lisa. And
Hi.
my product is the T-Stick Assist. And so a little bit about the story of how T-Stick came to be. When I was raising my daughters, they were younger, and I wanted to make sure that where we were living, it was old in Germantown in Philadelphia, and the building was kind of old and brownstone brick. I love that. And so, but I wanted to make sure that everything was well. And so I wanted to get a lead poisoning test for my daughter. So in order to do that, I had to get a urine sample. And she was young. This is in 92, 93. My daughter was born in 1987. So there I am trying to get a urine sample from my very young daughter. And she didn't know how to do it by herself. She didn't know how to navigate or maneuver any of it. I don't know how to navigate it either. And I'm much older. So I did it for her, but it was just uncomfortable. It was so uncomfortable, and it was awkward. It was medieval. It was like, why am I down here under my daughter trying to collect urine? It was it was very uncomfortable.
Made no sense, right?
It made no
What year was this, Cindy?
This was around 1993. Yeah. This is around 1993. So it irked me so bad. And then every time I gave a urine sample after that, I just noticed how, like, I knew it before, but when I had to do it for her, and then when I had to start giving urine samples, every time I did it, it was like,
Right.
I hate this. I just hate the whole thing. And it's very unhygienic, very.
Yeah, for sure. For
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
We're taking this little cup, right?
Oh my goodness.
We're taking this little cup, right? And we're
Yeah,
putting it underneath, and we're hoping that it lands in the right spot, but continue.
yes. Um, and then, like I said, every time thereafter, I'm noticing this issue in a situation with trying to give a urine sample. Sometimes at certain points in my life, I was heavier or I was
Mhm.
thinner, or I might have had some kind of an ailment where bending was an issue. And then I also was helping to take care of my mother and my mother-in-law, and they're
Mhm.
getting up in age. And so every time it happens and every time I have to go through this, I just said, no more. This must stop for all women.
Mhm.
So in 1998, I started my journey of getting a patent for the T-stick assist. It didn't have the name then.
Right.
It was it didn't have a name at all. Actually, I made it first. I made the T-stick first out of oh my goodness, popsicle sticks and anything else I could get my hands on, arts
Exactly.
and crafts, because I just wanted to know if the reason why we're not doing that differently is because there is no better way, there is no better anything.
Mhm.
So I always laugh when I hear you speak about you were always making something to solve a problem.
Yeah.
And that was me. I always went to my own devices creatively to solve different problems. Either I was making it, or I was putting it together, or I was taking it apart. Um, and so I started with, like I said, arts and
Popsicle
craft
sticks and arts
sticks.
and craft. Sure.
Yeah, arts and craft sticks and things like
Whatever
that.
you had available, right? Because
But
that's what inventors do.
yes, yes.
And it's usually urgent, right? It's usually urgent. This is crazy. You had it. It's crazy. It's urgent. What do I have to make this product, right? As a prototype.
Right,
And
right,
this is where the brilliance of your innovation comes in.
right. I retired from teaching. So as a
Mhm.
teacher, I was always making something, because a lot of materials, when they come to your desk, they're good, but you need to tweak them so that it fits the student that you're working with. So, I had glue and tape and scissors all over the place. Uh, but it was really a creative journey. It was a journey of how do I make this work no matter what my size,
Right.
because I didn't think that any woman should have to go through that in order to give a urine sample. And I know for
Mhm.
my counterparts, the males, they don't have to
Sure.
embark on that journey at all. And I'm not upset with them for them, for
Not
them
right.
having the
Right.
easier way out. But I didn't understand. We've got people on the moon. We've
Right.
got,
Why? Well,
yeah,
because they didn't have you, Cindy. They didn't have you. And literally, this is how inventions are born. You know, people many times will not invent something because they think, well, that has to be out there. Who am I? Who am I to invent it? It should have been done by now.
mm,
But you are a perfect example of how great products are born. You are. And what you did was you continued. You didn't just stop. I mean, yes, it was 1998 when you first thought of it, but to move forward, especially at that time, like who do I use? Where do I go? How do I develop it? What do I do? And you put your popsicle sticks together and you put your inventor's cap on and you created this incredible product that you tested over and over again for yourself. You made various designs. I know that for a fact because I have several here. And just hats off to you that not only did you invent it, you patented it, and not only locally, but globally, internationally. Cynthia Green, do you have the patent in front of you?
yes, as a matter of fact, I do.
I love it.
Um, my United States patent um is here. This is the utility patent. I am so, and this is the United States patent for the design. And this is
Bring it.
this is the patent for United Kingdom. And this is the patent for I'm sorry, here it is, the original. The United Kingdom for design. This is my patent for
So proud.
uh
So proud.
Canada
So
design. And this is my patent for the EU. Did I cover them all?
listen, everybody. So we're talking about the epitome of creativity, not stop. But let me back it up. And congratulations on all of these fronts, right? And you
Thank
deserve praises and congratulations. And I know we talk about gratitude and all that stuff. Let me tell you something. You are changing lives. You're changing the world with this product, with your innovation, with your thoughts, with your determination. And you're brilliant. You really and truly are. And you're helping not only the medical aspect of it and people, women going to the doctor and your nation and all that stuff, but you're speaking to women and people all over the world right now and telling
Yes.
them what you did and you stuck with it. So what I was going to say was not only, it's not easy to just patent, right? So it sounds like, oh, I got my patents. It wasn't just that.
No.
You had to, I mean, the USPTO, an international patent, said, okay, no, this is not good enough. We need more information. So you had to kind of not reapply, but insert more information. And I will say, and I'm not an attorney, but I'll say like a codicil, right? In addition to what you've patented, because USPTO said, this is similar to something else. Give us more information about why this is different. So it wasn't just, I applied for a patent and I got it. Am I
Oh,
correct?
Lisa,
Okay.
my patents got resubmitted so many times.
Mm-hmm.
I have an excellent patent lawyer, David
Uh-huh.
Pulowski, sorry, David. But anyway, he's excellent and he really walked with me in this process. But yes, resubmissions numerous times, and it got sometimes discouraging.
Sure.
Like there were times when I just didn't know whether or not I should continue because you could submit it as many times as you can finance to submit it.
That's right.
But
Important.
then there's a place where can you continue the journey? Like sometimes it's finances, can you continue to resubmit?
Yes.
Or just can your self-esteem, can your sense of purpose
Yes.
take this kind of a beating and keep going? Can you
Mm,
move forward after being told by the administration of that no, this does not meet the criteria, and if
right.
you want to, you may submit it, but as it is right now, our answer is no.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And that part of the journey is very interesting because uh, that part was started, but I have a community that is extremely supportive, that helps me to say, continue, go forward. You can do it. We're rooting for you. We're cheering for you. And that community is a Motivational Monday. It is OWI. It is the organization that I have connected with you, Lisa. And places where my spirit would have been crushed or I would have felt overwhelmed,
Mm-hmm.
that there's a whole bunch of people that are always saying, yes,
Yes.
yes, indeed, no, you can do it,
Yes.
you can do it. They're
Yes.
either saying you could do it or else they're saying, this is what I did, this is what it took to get through it.
Yes.
This is this is how you invent yourself. This is how you double down and start over again.
Yes.
And there's always you. That's like the biggest cheering section I've ever seen. Like
Oh, 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 wow.
awesome in spiritual and emotional support.
Well, listen, I'm glad to give that to you. You're welcome. And it's you hit the nail on the head because if you do not have support and you're doing this alone, I have to say, I speak positive into existence, right? When you want something badly enough, you can receive it. But if you don't have the support of positive people around you, it's lost. It's lost because you don't have positive, you have the opposite, right?
Yes.
You have your thoughts. If you don't have people around you who are cheering you on and rooting you on, you're by yourself in your thoughts, and your
Speaking of
thoughts can crush you.
speaking of supportive people, I have to say that this journey, I was very, very, very blessed. My family, God bless them. I was like, we need this. And they're like, okay. And I'm
You
like,
know how amazing that is?
yeah, you got to try this out. And they're like, okay. And I also was very, very blessed. I worked with uh four, I worked with a lot of phenomenal people, but there were four ladies that I worked with on my job. And the last leg, right before I retired, when I was ready to retire, um, I had been rejected with some of the patents, and I was not understanding the reason why they were saying that uh, there's no need for this. I was just floored. I
It's a
was,
person, Cindy.
huh?
It's a person. When you're
Yes,
It's a person at everybody out there. When you're submitting a patent, it's a person at USPTO, United States Patent Office, or the International Patent Office. It's a person who is telling you that they don't feel, they personally, based upon whatever criteria, whatever other searches they've done, that they don't feel that your product is unique enough to fit the mold of what you're trying to do, right?
right. You know what I did to offset that? When I was getting
Please
that
tell me.
feedback, the beautiful women that I work with, those four women that I'm telling you about, oh God bless them. I made prototypes and I gave it to them. And I said, you go use these. I mean, the array and the size and the shapes of my four friends, sisters not by the same mother, but certainly in heart. They and then they had to fill out a form. Then they had to do critique.
That's
And
great.
they did it. They did it in different sizes.
A form, NDA. So you made them fill out a non-disclosure agreement,
No, I
or
made
what kind
them
of
do the
form?
information form.
You created the information form.
I created
You're
the
such a
information
teacher. You're
form.
such a teacher.
It was like, how did this feel? Was it rough? Was it easy? Did you have difficulties? And they were different sizes, some very tall, some short, some large up at the top, some large up at the bottom, some with nice little round stomachs, warm, thick on the thighs, all different body types. Between the four of us, between the four of them and one of me, we covered everything. And then I had my sisters. I have all sisters, and I have uh so my sisters come in different sizes and different shapes. None of us are very tall, but we come in different sizes and different shapes. And my nieces and my daughters, I made them all try it out. And I uh I was encouraged by their information. I was encouraged by the information that they gave back to me. Yes, first of all, they told me, yes, this is needed. And yes, it does work. And yes, I don't want to take my next urine. I don't want to give a urine sample without this. Can I have one to take to the doctor? So I was very, very blessed to have that support group. So when I came into working with you and Aoi and the entrepreneurs and that are on Motivational Monday, I stepped into an environment that I knew a lot about because they are my sisters and biological sisters. They are my daughters. Oh my goodness. They were my friends at work who on their lunch break, I said, I got one. Go try it out. And they did. And they
Well,
told
that's
me,
you. That's you too, though. It's you. It's your passion. It's your love that you show, because people are not necessarily going to support you if you're not showing. Yeah, it's like, that's a whole nother idea because you're creative. But you embody love and kindness and innovation and brightness and intelligence and all of those things. And you are attracting what God is so giving you, right?
yes,
You're embracing it. So you're talking about your friends, your family, and what a blessing that you have your friends and your family, number one, because family does not always support in the way that we'd like for them to support.
yes. And my family, I had to add this in.
Uh-huh.
So the logistics, there's one thing to make it on your dining room table.
Uh-huh.
It's another thing when you decide to move forward. You need something
Yes.
more formal and more official. My wonderful, wonderful nephews. I said, I had this stick that I want to have a design for. And they would sit with me. Yes, they would sit with me, and I told them, yes, what it was that I needed. And my nephews started a drawing. They did a drawing for me. Yes, that's it. Yes, indeedy. Yes, that's it. That's it. So that design, my nephews, they're in engineering and all that, architect, and they're very creative. They started doing the drawings. So I lucked out a little because the design, I didn't have to have someone else make up the design for me. They were able to draft what was up here. And in that way, that was another blessing that I had family members that had that skill level.
That's a blessing.
That,
For them
yes,
to extract what was in your brain,
yes.
because you're not necessarily an artist, right? Drawing
Oh no,
the
I'm
way
on
you
stick
see it in your
figures.
head, the way you see it in your head. But to have, what a blessing to have this in your DNA, right? So your family also creative in different ways. Did you even realize how creative these people were in your family for this? So God puts all these puzzle pieces together.
Mm,
You know what I mean? Like you didn't even
yes,
realize that you would be using them to help you to build and create the design that you saw in your own mind, but they had enough imagination and knowing you and loving you enough to take that understanding and idea, draft it, and create it on paper, which is such a blessing, and support you and not say,
yes,
you know, she's so creative, just another idea. They got it. And I want you, this is so important. I'm saying this for a reason because there's so many people out there who are inventors, who are creative over and over again. And sometimes they're dismissed because of their creativity, right?
yes,
You're blessed enough to have people around you who embrace your creativity and help you move forward in this space. Because it's a lonely world sometimes. I'm talking about like not just inventors, but artists also. It's a lonely world because you're creative and you're thinking of new things all the time. But you thought of this marvelous, marvelous invention that is and will change lives, one urine specimen at a time.
Oh my goodness, one UN specimen at a time. Yes, I absolutely believe that, Lisa. Absolutely.
No, you're amazing, Cindy. Like just and for people seeing this, and I asked you to be on the podcast because I more people need to see it. You'll be on our show and everything else, but it needs to be seen. When you're talking about antiquated doing this underneath yourself with this, I don't know, what is this? 2 inch cup, 2 inches in circumference. And you're trying to aim and you're nervous, and you're at the doctor and you know, all of these things for you to come up with this idea that people are now embracing. It's ingenious. It's ingenious. So thank you, Cindy, for your incredible innovation and not just thinking of it, but taking the steps to do it, implementing the steps to do it and make it happen, not sleeping on it. So, what made you not sleep on it? That's a question I have because inventors are listening and they're looking. What made you not sleep on it?
Lisa, I believe in my product. I believe there is a need. I believe that women deserve the right to do this procedure with some level of dignity.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I believe that it's time. I believe that there is a place for my product, and there is a need for it all over the world.
Which you've
All over
proven
the
with
world.
all of your international patents still going away. Your international patents.
Yeah. Well, that definitely came about from hearing the response that I got back. Like, because I asked my friends and family,
Mm-hmm.
don't tell me what I want to hear because you don't want to hurt my feelings.
Yes.
I need to know. I knew in my heart what I believed to
Mm-hmm.
be the truth about the product, but I needed to know from them, you know, is this real? Do you see the need for it as a woman who is going to be giving a urine sample for as long as she will ever need to give a urine sample? And the answer was unequivocally yes.
Mm-hmm. 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 No, it
The
makes all the
answer
sense in the
was
world.
yes. Yeah.
You just happen to be the one who took the steps to do it and make it happen
Yes.
with the proper support. And I can't not help but reiterate that how important it is to have the support and the love because you know your family is always number one. And you were really again fortunate enough to have people who cared enough to give you not the right response, but the accurate response, right?
Right.
What was honest, the honest response.
Right, Lisa.
So, and it is. I mean, you are. This is taking off as we speak. You're doing great things. We're doing great things together, and I so appreciate you as a client. You are on it. You do your research. I appreciate you more than you know.
Well, I appreciate you because this part of my journey, nobody else can go there with me except you.
And I'm right here with you 100% of the way,
Yes, you
all
are.
the way.
Yes, you are.
I am. I am. So thank you so much for being here on the podcast. So it's important that people see your website. Of course, we're not, you know, on social media yet, promoting on social media, but you certainly have your website. And if
Yes,
you
I
could
do.
share your website,
Did you want me to?
just say it out loud, girl. Say it out
Oh,
loud. I want
okay.
to, because I could take this over, but I want it to come out of your mouth, your website. So
Okay.
proud of you. What is the website?
My website is www.tstickassist.com.
Exactly the way she said it, right?
Yes.
tstickassist.com, and it does assist. And check this out. Shape of a T. It assists you. Cindy, you are a rock star girl. You are amazing, amazing, amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's tstickassist.com, tstickassist.com. You will see it. It's going to be a licensed product. It's going to be picked up as a licensed product. And, you know, in every doctor's office, anytime you go to a doctor's office and you're going to get a urine test, you're going to see this. You'll be using, not just seeing it, you'll be using the T-Stick Assist. Thank you so much, Cindy, for being here today. Love you, love you, love you. Enjoyed this completely wonderful conversation. And will you come back again? Will you
I
please?
would love to.
Okay, good. You got it. All right, my dear. Have a blessed day.